Welcome to my channel Pocket Change Coins, because, as you know, old is gold. Some of the rarest coins worth big money could be hiding in your hands right now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch till the end. Let's dive in. First, we're diving deep into one of America's most fascinating and highly sought-after coins, the 1964 United States 5-cent coin, also known as the Jefferson nickel. This coin might look ordinary at first glance, but don't be fooled. Hidden among these nickels are rare varieties and minting errors that have turned this small piece of change into a true collector's dream. The year 1964 was an unforgettable one in U.S. coin history. The United States Mint was producing millions of nickels to meet rising demand, and the Denver Mint alone struck an enormous quantity marked with the famous D Mint mark. But among those millions of coins, a handful came out with stunning minting errors, imperfections so rare that they transformed an everyday coin into a numismatic legend. Collectors and experts have spent decades hunting these elusive treasures, and the excitement continues to this day. The 1964 Jefferson nickel features the iconic portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, beautifully detailed and timeless in its design. On the reverse side stands Jefferson's home, Monticello, with intricate architectural lines and delicate lettering that can reveal incredible secrets when examined closely. It's these tiny details where the magic happens, where the rare errors and varieties come to life. Now, what makes this coin so special is not just its design but the errors that occurred during production. Some 1964 nickels were struck with double dies, where the images and letters appear slightly doubled under magnification. This doubling effect can be seen around Jefferson's eye, the word liberty, or the phrase, "In God we trust." Another famous error is the full steps variety on the Monticello building. Coins that show all 6 steps perfectly struck are extremely rare and highly desirable. Many nickels from that year were weakly struck, making full step examples incredibly scarce and valuable. There are also fascinating die cracks, repunched mint marks, and even planchet errors where the metal blank was flawed before striking. Each of these errors tells a unique story of the minting process and adds to the mystery and allure of the 1964 nickel. Collectors cherish these imperfections because they turn a simple coin into a piece of American minting history. Finding one of these rare varieties in your pocket change or old coin jar would be like discovering a hidden treasure chest. To identify these valuable 1964 nickels, collectors use magnifying tools to inspect the coin's surface carefully. Look for doubling in the lettering or Jefferson's features, check the steps on Monticello for sharp, clear definition, and examine the D mint mark for signs of repunching or unusual shapes. The better the condition, the higher the value, especially for coins with strong strikes, bright luster, and minimal wear. Coins preserved in mint state condition or graded by professional services can fetch astonishing prices in auctions and private sales. Recent years have seen incredible excitement surrounding these coins at major coin shows and online marketplaces. Rare varieties of the 1964 Jefferson nickel have sold for jaw-dropping amounts, proving that collectors are always willing to pay top dollar for perfection and rarity. Some of the most extraordinary examples, those featuring exceptional errors, full steps, or flawless mint states, have captured headlines in the coin world and continue to inspire treasure hunters everywhere. Collectors across the globe dream of owning one of these exceptional pieces, and the demand keeps rising as fewer pristine examples are found. Each 1964 nickel tells a story of American craftsmanship, history, and the thrill of discovery. It's not just a coin, it's a connection to a moment in time, a piece of art struck in metal, and a symbol of enduring value that continues to shine brighter with every passing year. And now, for the part you've all been waiting for, the value reveal. Believe it or not, a rare 1964 Jefferson nickel with exceptional minting errors and full steps in pristine condition has been known to reach an incredible price of $170,000. Second rare coin, we're diving into one of the most fascinating pieces of American coinage history, the 1973 United States of America 5-cent coin, also known as the Jefferson nickel. At first glance, it might look like any other nickel that's passed through millions of hands over the decades, but hidden among these coins are rare treasures that could make collectors' hearts race with excitement. the 1973 Jefferson nickel holds a special place in U.S. minting history. It was a time of transition, precision, and beauty in coin design. The nickel still proudly featured the image of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, facing left, with his gaze strong and determined. On the reverse, we see the elegant depiction of Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home, symbolizing the values of knowledge, innovation, and strength that shaped the nation. Every curve and detail on this coin represents a piece of American heritage, and it's those very details that make some 1973 nickels extraordinarily valuable. Now, what makes the 1973 5-cent coin truly remarkable are the rare minting errors that occurred during its production. The U.S. Mint was striking millions of these coins at the time, but a few extraordinary examples slipped through the cracks with errors that transformed them into collector's gold. Some coins show dramatic doubling on the words, "In God We Trust," or "E Pluribus Unum," a rare phenomenon known as a double die error. Others feature die cracks, where small raised lines appear due to worn dies, giving each coin a unique fingerprint straight from the mint. These fascinating imperfections are not flaws, they are treasures born from the magic and mystery of the minting process. Collectors are especially on the hunt for the 1973 nickels that display what experts call full steps on Monticello. This means that all 6 steps at the base of the building are sharply defined and fully visible. Because most nickels from that year were weakly struck, finding a full step specimen is extremely difficult, and that rarity drives its value through the roof. When combined with a minting error or exceptional condition, these coins become masterpieces of numismatic art, worthy of admiration and high bidding at auctions around the world. One of the most exciting aspects of the 1973 Jefferson nickel is its potential to surprise even seasoned collectors. You might think a nickel is just 5 cents, but under the right conditions, with crisp details, bright luster, and flawless surfaces, it can become one of the most prized coins in American numismatics. Some collectors have reported finding these gems tucked away in old jars, coin rolls, or inherited collections, completely unaware of the treasure they were holding. Imagine discovering a coin that has been sitting unnoticed for decades, only to find it's worth more than most people's yearly salary. To identify if your 1973 nickel is one of these rare and valuable pieces, you'll need to look closely at a few key details. First, examine the coin under a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to see if there's any doubling in the lettering or Jefferson's features. Next, inspect the steps on Monticello. If you can count all 6 clearly, you might be holding a full steps variety. Check for mint marks too. Coins from the Denver Mint with the D mark and those from Philadelphia without any mint mark can both have valuable varieties, but the key lies in the sharpness of the strike and the preservation of detail. Collectors and auction houses have been buzzing with excitement over these coins in recent years. Some pristine 1973 Jefferson nickels have fetched eye-popping prices at major numismatic events, with experts and enthusiasts competing fiercely for the chance to own one. The thrill of the hunt and the satisfaction of discovery make this coin one of the most talked-about treasures among modern collectors. Each new find adds to the legend of the 1973 nickel and keeps the passion for coin collecting alive and thriving. The demand for these coins continues to grow, and their beauty, historical importance, and scarcity ensure they remain in high esteem among collectors. The 1973 Jefferson nickel isn't just a coin, it's a tangible piece of American craftsmanship, a reflection of history preserved in metal, and a timeless symbol of value. Every collector dreams of uncovering one of these magnificent pieces, and every day brings a new opportunity to do just that. And now, for the moment every coin enthusiast has been waiting for, the value reveal. A rare 1973 Jefferson nickel in mint state condition, featuring remarkable full steps and dramatic minting errors, has been known to reach an astonishing value of $90,000. Third expensive coin, we're setting our sights on a truly remarkable coin, the 1985 United States of America 5-cent coin, better known as the Jefferson nickel. At first glance, it might look like an ordinary nickel that has passed through countless hands over the years, but don't be deceived, this simple-looking coin holds secrets that could turn it into a treasure worth thousands. So sit back, listen closely, and let's uncover the mystery of the 1985 nickel, the 1985 Jefferson nickel comes from an exciting time in American minting history. The P mint mark indicates that it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the most historic and productive mints in the nation. The nickel, featuring the noble portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, reflects both tradition and craftsmanship in every line and curve. On the reverse, the beautiful image of Monticello, Jefferson's famous home, stands proudly as a symbol of architecture, heritage, and the enduring values of the United States. But while millions were produced that year, only a handful possess the rare traits that make collectors' hearts race with excitement. What makes the 1985 P nickel so extraordinary are the minting errors and varieties that slip through the mint's strict quality controls. These errors give birth to coins that are truly one of a kind, and collectors around the world are constantly searching for them. One of the most notable and desirable features is the full steps variety, where all 6 steps at the base of Monticello are perfectly visible and sharply struck. Because most 1985 nickels were weakly struck or worn down from circulation, finding one with full steps is incredibly rare, and that rarity makes it highly valuable. Every sharp line on those steps adds to the beauty and worth of the coin. Another fascinating aspect of the 1985 P nickel is the appearance of doubling errors, also known as double die strikes. These can occur when the coin's design is struck twice in slightly different positions, creating a shadow or doubling effect on the lettering, numbers, or even Jefferson's face. Imagine finding a nickel where, "In God We Trust," or "E Pluribus Unum," appears to have been written twice. These stunning varieties are prized by collectors for their uniqueness and visual appeal. They capture a rare moment in minting history when precision met imperfection in the most beautiful way possible. Die cracks and planchet flaws are also known to exist in some 1985 P nickels, and these small imperfections make each coin distinct. A die crack might appear as a raised line running across the surface of the coin, often forming fascinating patterns that make each error unique. Meanwhile, planchet errors, where the metal blank used to strike the coin wasn't perfect, can create textures or shapes that instantly draw the attention of collectors who love rare and unusual coins. These aren't mistakes, they're accidental masterpieces that tell the story of how coins were made and how even machines can create beauty by accident. Collectors who specialize in Jefferson nickels know how to identify these hidden treasures. To spot a valuable 1985 P nickel, start by using a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe and carefully examine the lettering, Jefferson's portrait, and the steps on Monticello. If the lines are sharp, the luster bright, and the strike crisp, you may have a coin worth much more than its face value. Pay special attention to the P mint mark, as subtle variations or repunching can also indicate a rare variety. Coins in uncirculated or mint state condition, especially those certified by grading services, are the ones that command the highest prices among collectors and investors. In recent years, numismatic auctions have witnessed astonishing sales of rare Jefferson nickels, including the elusive 1985 P varieties. Collectors are willing to pay impressive sums for examples that showcase strong strikes, full steps, or unusual errors. Every time one of these coins appears at an auction, it sparks excitement across the collector community, proving that the passion for discovering hidden treasures is stronger than ever. Whether you're an experienced numismatist or a new hobbyist searching your change, the thrill of finding one of these coins is truly unmatched. The 1985 P Jefferson nickel represents more than just 5 cents, it's a piece of American history preserved in metal, a symbol of precision and artistry, and a reminder that treasures can be found where you least expect them. Each of these coins carries its own story, waiting to be discovered by someone with an eye for detail and a love for the past. That's why this coin remains in such high demand today, because behind its simple appearance lies the potential for an incredible discovery that few will ever experience. And now, for the moment you've been waiting for, the exciting value reveal. A pristine 1985 P Jefferson nickel in mint state condition, displaying full steps and striking minting errors, has been known to reach an unbelievable value of $60,000. Specially, we are going to explore an incredible and fascinating coin from the modern era, the 1990 P United States of America 5-cent coin, better known as the Jefferson nickel. At first glance, it might look like an ordinary nickel from your pocket change, but for collectors with sharp eyes, this coin can reveal secrets that transform it into a true treasure worth thousands. So get ready, because what you're about to learn might make you look at your change jar a little differently from now on. The 1990 P. Jefferson nickel carries both historical and artistic significance. The P. mint mark tells us that it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the most iconic mints in the United States. The obverse side of the coin features the distinguished profile of Thomas Jefferson, designed by Felix Schlag, which has graced the nickel since 1938. On the reverse, we see the beautiful image of Monticello, Jefferson's historic home in Virginia, engraved with precise architectural lines that have become a symbol of American heritage. While millions of these coins were produced, a small fraction of them hold unique characteristics that make them exceptionally rare and valuable. What makes the 1990 P nickel so captivating for collectors are the extraordinary minting errors that appeared during its production. These rare errors are the key to unlocking the coin's hidden worth. One of the most remarkable varieties is the double die error, where parts of the design, like the words, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," or "E Pluribus Unum," appear slightly doubled due to a misalignment in the minting process. When you look closely under magnification, this doubling creates a fascinating shadow effect that instantly catches the eye of experienced collectors. Coins with strong doubling are rare, stunning, and extremely desirable. Another prized variety among 1990 P nickels is the full steps strike. The full steps refer to the base of the Monticello building, where the staircase leading up to the entrance should have 6 clean, visible lines. Most nickels from this year were weakly struck, leaving the steps incomplete or faint, but those with full, crisp steps stand out as elite examples of superior minting. These full-step coins are the pride of Jefferson nickel collectors, as their sharp detail and perfect strike elevate them to a whole new level of desirability. Collectors have also discovered other fascinating minting oddities among 1990 P nickels, including die cracks, clipped planchets, and off-center strikes. A die crack appears as a thin raised line that runs across the coin's surface, formed when the mint's die develops a fracture. Each crack creates a completely unique pattern, giving the coin its own fingerprint. Clipped planchet errors occur when a portion of the coin's edge is missing due to a misfeed in the minting press, resulting in a coin with a distinctive crescent-shaped cut. And off-center strikes, where the design is shifted away from the center, create visually striking errors that collectors absolutely love to find. Every one of these imperfections turns a simple 5-cent coin into a conversation piece and a prized collectible. If you want to identify whether your 1990 P nickel might be one of these rare gems, here's what to do. Start by examining the coin under good lighting and use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. Look closely at Jefferson's face, the date, and the lettering to spot any doubling. Next, flip the coin over and inspect the steps of Monticello. If all the steps are clearly visible and unbroken, you might have a full steps variety. Also, check for any unusual shapes, cracks, or missing edges that could indicate a mint error. Coins in mint state condition, especially those certified and graded by professional services, hold the highest potential for value and collector demand. The buzz around the 1990 P Jefferson nickel has been growing steadily among coin enthusiasts and auction houses alike. In recent years, examples featuring perfect strikes, full steps, and dramatic errors have drawn impressive bids at major numismatic auctions. Collectors know that even though the coin's face value is small, its rarity and perfection can make it one of the most talked about nickels in the modern era. With the right combination of condition, luster, and unique characteristics, the 1990 P nickel has become a hot topic in the coin world, capturing the imagination of those who dream of finding a treasure in their pocket change. The 1990 P nickel isn't just a coin, it's a piece of American art, a symbol of precision, and a reminder that even everyday objects can hold extraordinary value. It stands as proof that history and rarity often hide in plain sight, waiting for those who care enough to look a little closer. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just beginning your numismatic journey, this coin represents the thrill of discovery and the endless possibilities of the collecting world. And now, for the moment you've been waiting for, the incredible value reveal. A rare 1990 P Jefferson nickel in pristine mint state condition, showcasing full steps and dramatic minting errors, has been known to reach an astounding value of $40,000. Last unique coin, we're diving into one of the most intriguing and often overlooked pieces of American coinage, the 1979 United States of America 5-cent coin, also known as the Jefferson nickel. At first glance, it might seem like just another common coin, but trust me, this little beauty hides incredible secrets that can make collectors' hearts skip a beat. So stay tuned until the end, because this story might just inspire you to check every nickel you own. The 1979 Jefferson nickel is a classic representation of American craftsmanship and design. It was minted during a time when the U.S. economy was changing, inflation was rising, and coin production was evolving with new technologies. Struck primarily at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, these coins continued the long-standing tradition of honoring Thomas Jefferson, one of the founding fathers of the nation. The obverse side of the coin features Jefferson's proud and noble profile, while the reverse side showcases his famous home, Monticello, a symbol of intellect, architecture, and American ideals. Every curve, line, and letter on this coin tells a story of history, precision, and beauty. Now, what makes the 1979 nickel so special isn't just its design but the hidden errors and rare varieties that have captured the attention of collectors worldwide. The U.S. Mint produced millions of nickels that year, but as always, a few slipped through with fascinating imperfections, errors that turned an ordinary coin into an extraordinary collectible. Some of the most sought-after versions are those with double die errors, where parts of the design appear doubled due to misalignment during the minting process. If you look closely at the words, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," or "E Pluribus Unum," you might spot faint doubling, an unmistakable sign that you could be holding something very valuable. Another major variety that excites collectors is the full steps variety. These nickels feature a perfectly struck image of Monticello with all 6 steps at the base sharply defined and visible. Most 1979 nickels were struck with weak pressure, leaving the steps incomplete or blurry, so finding one with complete, clean, full steps is an incredible discovery. Full-step Jefferson nickels are among the most highly prized pieces in the entire series because they reflect an exceptional level of detail and precision during minting. Collectors pay top dollar for these coins, especially when they're in mint state condition with no visible wear or damage, but that's not all. Some 1979 nickels also display dramatic minting errors such as die cracks, off-center strikes, and clipped planchets. A die crack creates a raised line or ridge that runs across the coin's surface, forming unique and one-of-a-kind patterns that make each coin distinct. Off-center strikes happen when the coin blank isn't properly aligned in the press, resulting in a design that's noticeably shifted. These visually striking errors are highly collectible. A clipped planchet, where a small section of the coin is missing due to a minting misfeed, also makes for an exciting find. Each of these errors adds rarity, charm, and value to the coin, transforming a simple 5-cent piece into a prized collectible worth far more than its face value. For collectors hoping to identify whether their 1979 nickel could be one of these treasures, the key lies in careful observation. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe and inspect Jefferson's portrait and the lettering on the coin for doubling. Examine the steps of Monticello under good lighting. If all 6 are visible, sharp, and unbroken, you might be holding a full steps variety. Also, check the edges and surfaces for cracks, missing metal, or signs of misalignment that could indicate a mint error. The better the condition and the rarer the feature, the more valuable the coin becomes. Coins preserved in brilliant uncirculated or mint state condition, especially those certified by professional grading services, can reach remarkable prices at auction. In recent years, the 1979 Jefferson nickel has become a hot topic in coin collecting circles. Some of these rare varieties have been showcased at major coin shows and sold at impressive prices, sparking excitement among enthusiasts and investors alike. Collectors are constantly searching for these elusive gems, knowing that even a single coin with the right combination of error and preservation can change hands for thousands of dollars. Auction records show that rare 1979 nickels with full steps or dramatic minting flaws have achieved remarkable results, cementing this coin's place as one of the most exciting finds of the modern Jefferson series. This coin isn't just valuable, it's meaningful. It represents a connection to American history, a reminder that even the smallest details can create something extraordinary, and a symbol of how passion and patience can turn an everyday object into a lifelong treasure. The thrill of discovery, the beauty of design, and the allure of rarity all come together in this one amazing coin. No wonder collectors all over the world are captivated by the hunt for the perfect 1979 Jefferson nickel, and now, for the moment you've been waiting for, the exciting value reveal. A rare 1979 United States of America 5-cent coin in mint state condition, featuring full steps and dramatic minting errors, has been known to reach an astonishing value of $50,000, so, coin lovers, it's time to start looking through your change, coin rolls, and old collections. You never know when you might stumble upon a hidden treasure. If you've ever found a 1979 nickel or want to learn more about identifying rare coins, share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another amazing coin discovery. Until next time, happy collecting, and may your next nickel be the one that changes your life forever.